In the first series of videos, we showed you how to use the Caliso Temps laboratory interface to automate temperature calibration and data acquisition. Now we're going to show you how to design and build calibration certificates and perform calculations. We do this using the Builder part of the Caliso Temps software suite. So we're going to build what we call a calibration certificate template, and we select new template from the main menu. That will take us to the print preview screen, and we'll go directly to the edit option. And there we see the virtual page and the component palette. We'll just move straight along because this is the best way to illustrate, and what we'll do is place a company logo on the page. So we open our Windows Explorer, select the image file, and there we are. There's the image. We can just drag and move this around the page to suit our exact requirements. We're now going to put a header on the page, and to do that we use what we call a static text box, which we can drag and resize again to suit our requirements. We can change the font to be whatever we like, so we'll make it a nice bold header. Maroon should be a good colour for that. Click OK. We can align the text within the box and obviously edit the content of that text box, and this text will never change. It's just what we call static text. So there we are, certificate of calibration. Make the box as big as it needs to be to fit the text, and then we'll center that text within the box. So there we are. We can quite happily move that around the screen to suit our own positioning requirements. Caliso Temps certificate templates can be up to 5 pages long, and each page can be individually orientated portrait or landscape. So now what we're going to do is add another static text box to enable you to place on the screen a place where the calibration technician or engineer can place his certificate and date. So there we are. I'm just editing the text, and then I'll be positioning the text box where I want it to appear on the paper. And bear in mind again that this is what we call what you see is what you get. A bit like a word processor, what you're seeing on the screen is an exact representation as to what will appear on paper on a printed certificate. So there we are. There's the static text box for print, and there is the box we're going to make for the date. So what we've got is name ... and then date ... as you would see, and these are normally placed at the bottom of a certificate. We're not going to overcomplicate this template just because it's for the purpose of illustration, but you can make them as complicated or simple as you need them to be, and the beauty of it is that you can save as many different templates as you need and use them as and when required. And now what we're going to do is enable your certificate template to hold data that you acquired during a calibration test or calculated using other parts of Certificate Builder. So I've dragged and dropped a data aware box onto the virtual page, and now the drop down list that we're scrolling through shows you what parameters that box would contain if you opened and exported a data file. Lots of options to choose from: calendar Van Dusen certificates, ITS 90 certificates, job references, data tables already pre-formatted for you. The best thing to do is just to experiment and see what this software is capable of. We're also going to place another static text box and just call that job reference. And line it up to suit. You can use the print preview at any time, by the way, to have a look. We put another static box immediately to the right of it, and once we've done that, we'll scroll through the drop-down list again to find the job reference, job number field. So when we open up a template that we saved, this particular one, then we open up one of the stored data files that we showed you that we created in Lab Interface. Whatever we entered for the job reference will appear in that box when we generate the certificate. So there's our job reference. I'm just going to change that big data block to represent the results summary grid, and then save this template for future use. You can, as I said, have as many data boxes and components on each page as you like, and up to 5 pages per certificate. So we've saved that template, overwriting any existing copy that might exist. And things will then all come together in the next video when we use this certificate template to build a calibration certificate using data that we created during the test run in Lab Interface.